In the 14th century, the lands of Anatolia were a fragmented patchwork of small states and principalities. But from this chaos arose one of the most enduring and powerful empires in world history, the Ottoman Empire. From humble beginnings, the Ottomans would rise to dominate vast regions, stretching across southeastern Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa. In the late 13th century, a small principality in Anatolia, led by Osman I, began to emerge as a regional power. Osman, whose name would later give the empire its name, was a leader of the Turkish tribes that had been migrating westward from Central Asia. As the Seljuk Sultanate weakened, the region became a battleground for control. Osman I, the son of Ertugrul, was not the only leader seeking dominance in Anatolia, but his vision and leadership began to attract followers. Through a combination of military prowess and strategic alliances, Osman gradually expanded his territory. His early conquests marked the foundation of what would later become the Ottoman dynasty. The Ottomans were originally Ghazis, warriors dedicated to expanding the influence of Islam through conquest. This spirit of jihad and the idea of fighting for religious and territorial expansion would drive the empire's ambitions for centuries to come. Orhan, the son of Osman, succeeded his father and continued the expansion of the empire. He was the first Ottoman ruler to establish a formal state and lay the groundwork for a centralized government. During his reign, the Ottomans began to conquer key cities in Asia Minor and beyond. In 1354, the Ottomans made their first significant move into Europe by crossing the Dardanelles and capturing Gallipoli. This victory gave the Ottomans a foothold in the Balkans, and from here, they began to push further into the region. The capture of Gallipoli also opened up important trade routes and provided the Ottomans with access to wealth and resources. Murad I, Orhan's son, further strengthened the empire and created the Janissaries, an elite force of soldiers that would become one of the most formidable military units in the Ottoman army. These troops, originally Christian boys taken from the Balkans and converted to Islam, would be the backbone of the Ottoman military for centuries. By the late 14th century, the Ottomans had expanded significantly into southeastern Europe. They captured key cities like Edirne, formerly Adrianople, and began to challenge the Byzantine Empire's once unshakable grip on the region. As the Byzantines weakened, the Ottomans emerged as the new power in the eastern Mediterranean. In 1389, the Ottomans fought one of their most significant battles, the Battle of Kosovo. It was a fierce conflict between the Ottoman forces, led by Sultan Murad I, and the Serbian army of Prince Lazar Hrebeljanović. The battle resulted in a decisive Ottoman victory, solidifying their dominance in the Balkans and opening the door for further expansion into Europe. The Byzantine Empire, once a mighty power, was now crumbling under pressure from the Ottomans. The Ottomans had expanded far beyond their Anatolian roots, and by the early 15th century, Constantinople, one of the most coveted cities in the world, was in their sights. The year was 1453. Sultan Mehmed II, known as the Conqueror, had gathered a massive army and laid siege to the heart of the Byzantine Empire, Constantinople. For centuries, Constantinople had been the most powerful city in the Mediterranean. But now it was surrounded by the Ottomans, who had come prepared for an all-out assault. Mehmed's most significant advantage was his use of powerful artillery, including massive cannons that could blast through the thick walls of the city. The Byzantines had built formidable fortifications, but they were no match for the siege weaponry brought by Mehmed's forces. After weeks of relentless bombardment, the Ottomans breached the walls of Constantinople on May 29, 1453. The city fell, marking the end of the Byzantine Empire. Mehmed II famously declared, "Now I have gained the world." The fall of Constantinople solidified the Ottomans as the most powerful force in the eastern Mediterranean. With Constantinople under Ottoman control, Mehmed II declared the city the new capital of the empire. Renamed Istanbul, the city would flourish under Ottoman rule, becoming a thriving center of trade, culture, and politics. The fall of Constantinople also marked the end of Christian rule in the region, but it also opened up new avenues for trade and interaction between East and West. Following the conquest of Constantinople, the Ottomans continued their expansion. Under subsequent sultans like Selim I and Suleiman the Magnificent, the empire would reach its peak, extending across 3 continents and becoming one of the most powerful and diverse empires in the world. At its height, the Ottoman Empire was a vast and multicultural entity. It was home to people from a wide range of ethnicities, religions, and cultures, all united under the rule of the Sultan. The empire's tolerance and ability to integrate different peoples contributed to its long-lasting success. The Ottoman Empire would endure for over 600 years, shaping the course of history in the Middle East, Europe, and North Africa. From the conquest of Constantinople to the empire's eventual decline after World War I, the Ottomans left a lasting legacy in art, architecture, law, and culture. Even today, the impact of the Ottoman Empire can be seen in the cities, traditions, and societies that were once part of this vast empire. The rise of the Ottoman Empire is a testament to the power of vision, strategy, and adaptability. From a small principality in Anatolia, it grew into a world power that shaped the history of the Mediterranean and beyond. The story of the Ottoman Empire is one of remarkable transformation. From humble beginnings, they rose to become one of the greatest empires in history, leaving an indelible mark on the world. Today, the legacy of the Ottomans continues to influence the cultures, politics, and societies of the Middle East and Europe. Their journey is a testament to the power of ambition, unity, and perseverance. Like, subscribe, and share for more historical explorations.